We're live. It's Monday and we're live. I mean, I'm in New England. Nugget's in New England. He was in Fort Myers. I was in Pompano Beach, Florida. And so our skin has to be treated, right? You've been out vacationing. This is Nugget, everybody. He's trying to be very, very cool character, but he's going to get it soaking. And as you can see, he has heavy allergies within his eyes. His face are a big deal. All right, let's start that again. Come on, Smokey, come back with us. Let's start with the nails, people of the page. Happy Monday. Get your coffee. Let's go. Let's ride. I'm going to put this table up. From Florida, myself and Nugget over here. Yeah, look at him. Come on. Away from... Starting with little Smokey Robinson. Get him into the mood. He's been out at his warm vacation home, as I was, just for some days. What's going on, Miss Jeannie Duggan? Clipping his little nose, giving him his pedicure, his nails. And then we're gonna go into a nice allergic treatment here. Ooh, all right, everybody, I'm back. All right, here is Nugget. We're both in Florida. Him longer than me, by the way. And we're going into the vibe. We're going into the day. Clipping his nails. Starting him off. Some don't need to be clipped. I see you were walking. Huh? You went in the plane? How was that? What a cutie. All right, let's go. Go to this other side. So just doing the vitals, the nails, the paw pads. This Monday morning, here we are in Connecticut today. It's rainy, it's gray, we're back to the cold. I don't even know how this is done. I understand why people do snowbirding. It's better, I mean, everything was so cold. I was in a onesie yesterday. All right, I'm the Joyzy Hornet, everybody. This is Nugget, taking out the paw pad hair, getting him ready. He's gonna be soaking. I'm getting this cabin nice and warm. It's warm already, but warmer than usual because he's gonna be soaking in his own shampoo. He's a known allergic boy, and his family takes very good care, specifically his mom. And look at, what happened? You getting like these old people over there? Come on. Don't fall over, Nugget. What happened? Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, people of the page. So, I don't know if you guys watch me on Instagram, but there was a problem while I was away. Let's hear Welcome to the Jungle. Yay, Jess. Ooh, Alan McKay starting really, really, really heavy this morning. I don't know. It's not even 10 a.m. yet. This appointment starts at 10. I was early because I just need to get into the groove of things today and switch from sister vacation mode to now Jess Paparazzi Dog Groomer. Get on the channels here and start giving you all the stories about what happened this weekend. Because there's no content like real content. And if I just stood in the recliner, I would have nothing to talk about. But because I go on these adventures, there's things to talk about. So first of all, once I get him in the tub and I do all his paw pads, we're going to start. I got exhibits for you. Exhibit A, Exhibit B. I've transferred some photos over to show you. I've gone to the doctor this morning, for those of you who are concerned about my Achilles tendon and its wound care. The doctor gave me a thumbs up. Everything's good. So, mission accomplished. Good morning, Paula Artemir. Good morning, Gina Costantino. All right, Amy Avieta. What's happening? Good morning. One more paw. Taking it slow this Monday morning, making sure Nugget is ready for his tubby. All right. Going to give this a little wipe down. We don't want to cross-contaminate foot to groin. Remember, groomers, your groomer care. It is Monday. My tools have been sitting. So I am going to give a little shake of oil, right, to get it started. Like I need a little shake of coffee in the morning. Your tools also need a little coffee. This has been in the body shop. This has been in the mechanic. And everything was returned beautifully to me. Thank you so much to Duran Auto in the Bronx, New York. My man Andre takes very good care of me. He's got a dog now, and his dog, I'm going to make this dog famous because he has been taking care of my van and my salon, and he does such a good job. He got the back door fixed. The man gets a punch list. His honey-do list is honey fantastic. So thank you so much, Andre. Duran Auto in the Bronx, 180th Street at Tremont Avenue. This van was there, protected, and it is back to where it needs to be. So you need to have a good team. I thank him for being a good team player. And yeah, all the guys that work on my van did. Thank you so much. And we'll meet his dog soon. And we'll make a special trip to the garage to just do that dog, because that's what teammates do. They go out of their way for each other no matter what. Not only as a good business owner, but just as a good person. And I appreciate that, because it's been a hard road. But it looks like it's getting sunny like it was in Florida. You like, and then he likes butt play. You see what I'm saying? This guy. So, on the mend, I can see the light. I felt the sun. No pool, no swimming, but just being around family. I saw some of my friends. It was wonderful. Good morning. I finally caught you live. Doris, Herrick, and you got a shout out too, baby. So, all the vitals are done. I'm going to switch you over to the tub area, and we're going to froth up his shampoo. I'm going to take off my wrist bra here. I've been prepared. I'm all strapped up. I got my strap-on leg. I got my strap-on wrist protected. The right side is protected. But I got to show you guys. Wait a minute. I'll get to the exhibits in a minute. Let's move all the things over. You ready? Here we go. We're going to move. A slight move. And we're going here in the tub area, where he has his own shampoo. I'm going to froth it up. This shampoo is specifically for Nugget. So I know people might want to ask what it is, but it's specific for his condition, so it doesn't matter for your dog. He's got a dermatologist who's going to say this is exactly what he needs, and then I'm going to follow that protocol. Little boob hair, a little boot hair. Look, be relentless this morning. Now, here's what we do. I have it upside down because it's running a little low, but that's okay. When you don't need a lot of shampoo, that's why we froth. So a little bit goes a long way. So about 1.5 ounces. I'm going to go a little bit heavier today. Maybe do it 1.5 times, because he has been in a different environment and his skin might need a little extra loving. Now, I'm going to use about 2 ounces of water to 1.5 ounces, maybe a little less. Play with this formula. Everybody's water is different. Everybody's salon is different. Everybody's underwear are different. Their bras. But look at the way I match this up. The stripes, the stripe of the arm. I'm really trying to play it up here. So, I will tell you, I did have Krispy Kreme. You know, my sisters looked at me, and now I'm the thinnest sister, which I've never been. And they say to me, as I leave my leg up here, you could stand to use to eat a cheeseburger. You know, you get thin, then they shame you and they want you to be a little bit thicker. I don't even know. But I feel good, I feel healthy, and thank goodness that I'm lighter, because they did try this freedom leg on, and they all said, first of all, one of my sisters has some gams. I mean, she's got some gams to gams. The bands that make her dance. Now, she said to me, Jess, do they make a plus size version of this? Thank you, Kendra Cockrell from Wyoming. Nice and thick. His froth is ready. And I'm going to take this first batch and just put it right on his face. Let's go down. Come here, Nuggy boy. Just start it right on his face. Like, pet it on him. Like if I'm just giving him love. And start it off, because right here in the eye, and I don't want to put it on the eye. I want to put it on the skin near the eye. Really. So that's why frothing is so amazing, because I can spot treat this little pup. And again, watch the eyes. You don't want it in the eyes, but in the muzzle area. Right in here, he gets allergies in his face, his chin, from the food or, you know, the grass that he rubs his face in. So be very gentle, be very careful with this. And it's almost like you're giving them a little extra love and using that froth to do it. So that's that. And then go ham on the body, get that froth on, and look at how thick that is. Thick. So like I was saying, my sister's the thickums. She could not even get her thigh in the freedom leg. And then one of my other sisters did get it on, and she said she doesn't know how I do it. Now, as this protocol is happening, I then put it on the next day and realized that one of these bars detaches from the bottom peg. And I'm saying, what the hell happened? I already had duct tape because the peg itself, the rubber on it was going. So, I know, the rubber was going. There's been a lot of friction. It's Monday, I know. It was a lot. So, I know this is usually Friday chat, but I'm still on a Friday trying to get into a Monday over here. So now, as I do this treatment, he's going to stay in this about 10 minutes. So we got 10 minutes of chatter and some music and some entertainment here. But let me take care of Nuggy first and get him saturated in this, okay? Really get them saturated up here. All right. Freezing up. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe that'll be better right there. Catch that signal. All right. So, I noticed that the peg on the bottom detached on one side. So I took it easy and it was okay. Yesterday, I get home, wheelchair assisted, a lot of sitting, but I do have to use it to move my bag hands free. That's how I do what I do. Freedom leg. And as this is all happening, I'm unpacking and I feel a little light pressure on my toes, and I look down, both of the bars detached. Both of the bars detached from the bottom peg, which they do sell a replacement, and I did order it while I was away, right away. So it's coming February 1st, but till then, I'm trying to get this darn bar to work. Because if I can't work hands-free. I got to work with regular crutches. And then it gets dicey. Can't get off the peg until the foot closes. So, now that everybody's realized that I'm super gimp here, hold on. You wipe my hands because I got to give you exhibits here. Yes, welcome to the jungle. I love it. All right, we want welcome to the jungle. Alan's not giving it up. All right, I hear you. I'll give you the exhibit of what it looked like after I almost got everything unpacked. Let's see if I could get you your choice. You ready? Now he has to soak. It's warm in here. I have a t-shirt on, and I know he's not wet and saturated. He has froth on him, so it's a little bit better. So I walk into the doctor's today. Let's go to the exhibits. Exhibit A. Freedom leg down. This is it. This is how I came home. Look at this shit. But the real question is, how am I on it now if the metal has detached? Literally the bottom rubber detached both metal pieces. So either I have a welder come, or how the hell did I get this back together? Now what had happened was, the wife wasn't home, so I'm out there on the bed willy-nilly, and I said to myself, I either could get on the floor and try to get downstairs without crutches, but I knew they were coming home. So they came home. I was on the bed like I was chilling, but really what had happened was, man down. So my wife comes in, hi baby, had a good trip, all these things, and then I said, that's how good the trip was. The whole thing happened here. And she goes, oh boy. So I said, Lorenzo, go downstairs to get my crutches. He goes down right there expeditiously, and he's like, uh-oh, mama's down. So mama's down. I get on these regular crutches just to go downstairs to try to get a fix for this. And I'll tell you, I was on those things. It was like being in prison. That I've never been in prison, but I've seen a lot of shows. So in my TV mind, it was like I was being in prison. And I couldn't hold anything. I couldn't spin. I said, what happened to my leg? So I sat down. Lorenzo got my box out, and we got all of our tricks out, okay? So I got the metal. I got the super duper glue. And as I got the super duper glue, then I got the super duper duct tape. Then I had to try it and see if it was moving. Now, I'm putting a lot more weight on the left as I usually don't do on the right. I do flex a little bit around, but until February 1st, I got to keep this leg going. If I can't work, I mean, how can I have those things under my armpits, my hands? That's the reason why I don't use regular crutches, because I had hand surgery, and the pushing will actually have an extra long bone here. Listen, I'm a puppy mill dog. So what does that mean? I got issues, more issues than Vogue magazine. So at the end of the day, here's what had happened. I can't use those things, so I glued it, I taped it, I braced it, and then I let it dry. Then I tested it out again. If there was any type of play in it, literally, I am putting all my weight on this and making sure, and then I braced it again. I am a pirate, and Jessica Sparrow has fixed this brace in the meantime. No spinning, no tricks, can't be doing that. So it is broken, but I have given it a mend, Dolores Viana. All right? So that's the story of that. Now, can you imagine my sisters? One of them hit. We went to the Hard Rock, and one of them hit at the roulette table, made an extra few bucks, and then wanted to celebrate, buying everybody drinks. All these things were happening. Oh, you're nice and warm, Nugget. As they're happening, I'm sitting there in a wheelchair, this pathetic thing with this wonderful haircut, okay? And I get the sympathy. Everybody wants to know what happened. And I tell them, look, everybody wants to talk about this. I got PTSD because everybody wants to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. All right, we got to take the jungle off. That's it. All right, here we go. So now they decide that they want to go and present me with an offer. Can we go to a strip club? Now, every year we do this sister vacation, we end up at a female strip club. Now, here's the thing. The reason why you don't see those stories is because obviously you can't have your phone in there. And I will tell you, people at Page, as much swag as this woman has, I do not like the strip club. It does nothing for me. We always share. We're here already. We can talk about it, right? Nugget knows about this. So, come here, Nugget. I'm going to re-put on a little bit more and agitate while I talk to you guys. Can you imagine they bring, my sister goes, you know what, she's really our friend, we call her our sister, but she's not related by blood. That's where it might get weird. And she goes, you know how many girls you could bag with that leg? And I said, I'm married and there's nothing I want to bag in there at all, okay? And they're laughing, trying to say I'm going to get the sympathy vote. Do you imagine that they bring me into a strip club looking like this? Dressed up, nice, we saw each other that day. I sit there, my leg is elevated. What a show. What a show. I was the show. And I sit there, they get drinks, and they say, well, this is more entertaining than just a bar. And they do it to torture me because they love to see my faces as these things approach me. These, my fellow women. Breed. I don't even know. I don't even think we're in the same breed. We're all dogs, but we're not the same breed. I can't do what they do. God bless. And they think that the dancing on the pole is artistic and it's... Half the girls there I felt were on traffic. I'm going to watch Netflix and say which one so I can make a citizen's arrest. It was unbelievable. And just what goes on there, no disrespect, but it's just, I don't even know, guys. What you do for $1, what you do for $1, I don't even know. So I'm sitting there, and it was just a time. And they're having their drinks. Now I'm sober, I'm the designated driver here. Right, driving on the left leg with 3 girls that are drinking. And they're having a great time. Girls getting all the pole, they're getting pole burn, and I'm just like, this is where I wanted to be. I wanted to be on the sunny island, on the dock, and I wanted to just enjoy the sister weekend. And what do they do? What do they do? This is what they do. Is what they do. Not only that, I'm there, and all of a sudden, I don't make any eye contact. I don't make any eye contact with these girls. The minute I make eye contact and they see eye contact and they see this lake, they're gonna wanna. And I'm like, no, not me. I'm not the one. So our other friend sister, short hair, she's gay too, chubby, and she's the one that's like, come on, girls. She's married, but she just likes the entertainment. Her wife knows about it. She becomes disgusting. And they're just doing all the things, putting it in the... Then my other sister says, but I think that we have to help pay for these nice bejazzled underwear. And I'm saying, oh my goodness. So now I'm sitting there and I'm saying, this is a lot for me. And this is like, all the girls are all like, yes! And I'm like sitting there. I don't have my phone. I'm just there with the leg up and I'm like this. Now we go about an hour. And every time somebody comes up to the, we're right at the stage too. It's like they want to shock me with this shit. And my sister every year turns to me and goes, I can't believe you don't like this. And I go, I can't believe you're straight girls here and you don't like it. And one of our sister friends, she's gay. So there's 2 gay girls, one thin, one chubby, and then my 2 straight sisters who are married with babies and everything. And they think that this is the best time. And I'm sitting there like, now, I'm verklempt. We're going now. Now they're drinking and they're having a good time. The music is just, it's like techno. And I'm like, aye. Re-wetting the dog right now with nice warm water to re-agitate. It's got another 2 minutes. As all this is going on, and I'm like, I literally say, okay, I got to take my phone out. I don't know what else to do. So I take the phone out and I try to throw out a white smoke signal that this was about to be done. Now the sister friend goes out. She's already had her entertainment. She's sleeping in the car. Now I'm there with these 2 girls I don't know why they want to be here. They just want to, this is like a hazing for me every year. And as this hazing is happening, I take the phone out. Now I have it low by the leg because I don't want anybody to think that I'm doing any lives or any crazy shit. So I got the phone here. I'll give you a visual. And it's right here down low and I'm swiping. All of a sudden, my sister looks over next to me and she goes, "You're shopping on Shein?" I started to shop on Shein as a smoke signal. Like, this is too much. So now think about it. The girls are on top and they're doing their thing and they see a gift there, unenthused, on Shein. I try to hide it, not to be disrespectful, but I had to throw out a smoke signal. Because these bitches, when they get the liquor in them, they're like Beyonce. They get filthy. And I'm saying to them, how long is this going to happen? How long is this going to keep going on? So as all this is happening, she notices there's a smoke signal. They go on again. And then another girl comes up, slides down the pole, goes up there, you know, does all these tricks. And I go, oh my God. Oh my God, it's not going to end. Then they get another round. And I go, oh my gosh. The hazing that went on, even the manager came over and was like, "You can kill you. Are you okay? Keep your leg up." And then my sister says to me, "Do you want to go to the bathroom with me?" And I look over and I go, "No." You imagine me walking to the bathroom like this, and these girls in G-strings and thongs are gonna be like, "Baby, do you need help?" No, don't. I'm trying to make eye contact, and they want me to go to the bathroom because the strippers share the same bathroom, which I don't understand the concept, but it's a lot. Nugget he's perplexed. Every year they do this to me, and every year last year there was fire, smoke, and performances actually, but this year, I swear to God, I'm making a citizen's arrest. Some of those girls, it isn't even funny, but yeah, that's what happened. It was very unholy, and I drove them home safely and put them all to bed. Next morning, I realized, I said, uh-oh, this is crazy, all of this. Ugh. So now we have a nice rest day. I see one of my buddies, my two buddies from Kenchii, came over. We had a nice dinner party. We were living La Vida Loca, went to the airport, everything was fine. And then I cut to home and there it is. So that was one of the stories out of Florida. How do you bring someone like me, I can't, to a strip club? Those were one of the instances, one of the highlights. All right, now let's go to Exhibit A. Let's bring it down now. Now, I went to the doctor. Not only that, my wound vac also failed like the first day. But I called the company. It was okay. So the wound vac went down, half the peg went down, and I was brought to a strip club against my will and had to smoke signal with Shein to get myself out of there. Eventually we left. This is the way the foot looks right now. It's looking very, very good. Best it's ever looked. There it is, Exhibit A. No, B. We did A. So here it is. Here's my foot. It's still open. I cannot get off of this freedom leg until it is closed completely. So thank God my new peg is coming. But for now, my duct tape game, I'm on it, baby. I'm what you call a groomer. All right, now let's go and let's rinse Nugget out. But that was one of the stories. Good time, good sun. And now, Fort Lauderdale, Carol, I was just there, baby. And now, I'll tell you, it is gray here. It's rainy. It's just, I understand why people are snowbirds. Now I understand it. Your bones, I was cold yesterday. Like, everything internally was cold. Just not a good time. Nice warm rinse off for Nugget. And now I'm going to go into straight vegan conditioner. All right, I'm going to be using Hydra Vegan Detox Conditioning straight. Not even going to mix it because it's a nice thin one. So it's a little different from what I use on the everyday dogs, and it's vegan. So with sensitive skin dogs, I'm going to just layer this on him, especially around his ears and his head, because this is exactly where he gets knotted, and right around his face. A lot of conditioner here because I'm going to work through the comb and get out any food stuck in his face. He quite enjoys this part. It's warm in here. He's being massaged. He's listening to the stripper story. But I'll tell you, God bless the girls that do go out and make a living and they're not in the streets just begging or on drugs or whatever, or if they're half or whatever they're doing. But I'll tell you, it's a thing. And then I told the girls, I'm going to call Dad. I'm going to call Dad up and ask him if it's a thing. It's not my dad's thing either. So it just runs in the family. Why it's their thing, it's probably their mom. We have different moms. I'll blame it on the moms. There we go, giving Nugget his massage here, as you can see, in his toes, They love this. It's warm. My hands are doing the things for them. So this is their spa treatment. And he's enjoying it. And he's been in Fort Myers, just living the best allergic Havanese life he can live. He saw me today and he goes, we're back. And I said, I know, we're back. He lives by the water here and it's gray. So yeah, the weekend was good. Bonding with family is always good. Taking time out to heal. Going to a different environment is always good. Now he's going to sit with that for about a minute or two. And then I'm going to go into the dry and get him all set to go. Oh my goodness. But yes, everybody, the page, that is what happened. And yeah, one of the things that happened. So I'm waiting for a new peg. Duct tape and Gorilla Glue have got me back. But I'll tell you, going on regular crutches, I would not be as productive as nothing. Couldn't hold a plate. Chris would have to do way more than she does for me. So big shout out to Freedom Lake for even creating this, even though I broke it because I'm a spinner and you're not really supposed to spin on these things, I'm sure. And I do things that are just, you know, I'm sure you're not even supposed to bring it in a strip club. I mean, it's unbelievable. But at the end of the day, I've done you. I'm looking at your comment, Debbie Miller. She's saying that it happens so much. She's talking about the dogs and what happens to them. So now I'm just moving over this conditioner. Happens just a little too much. I've done humane grooming in my own business for 30 years. I feel so bad for these dogs. Sometimes you kind of got to talk them through the grooming and make it all about them, not about you and yourself. That's the comment I was talking about and reading it. So there it goes. All right. Love my stories. Yeah, I got to tell you stories, guys, because this is life. We all go through life. And no matter what, the real, you know, point of telling you the stories is there are funny things that happen. There are things that maybe you don't want to go do, whatever, but they yield for funny experiences, and it's okay. It takes you out of the injury. I was not thinking about my leg. I was thinking about avoiding at all costs. And I'll tell you, when those girls came to me, I was like worse than the 40-year-old version. I was like this. Where is the sun? Where? No eye contact. Oh, wow. Fuddling with the leg. I mean, those poor girls. But then my sisters would always put dollars there, like as if I was enjoying it, but I was maybe timid. And the girls would come over, sashay, and go, thank you. And I says, you're welcome. Bye. So, big shout out to all the girls at the Scarlets over there. My goodness. And then I tell my teammates what happened, and I'll tell you, they were laughing up a storm. So good times. And now I'm here just trying to transition into my work day. And I got Nuggy here, and he needs all the things, and I'm giving it to him. That's it. Big shout out to all the wheelchair transports out there. Everybody that helped me get to Florida. My doctor was very happy with the wound. She said I did a good job, no matter, despite the peg breaking, my wound vac going down. The wound is still good. See? Good doctor, good hand. I'm a fan, and I just knew what to do already. I mean, I am now what they call a professional injuryist. I've endured all the injuries. I have all the things. I could even fix the injury on the injury and all the apparatuses at this point. Is your partner okay with this? Okay with what? Oh, the strip club? Listen. I called my wife the next day and told her the whole story, and she laughed. Like I told you, this is a yearly thing that my sisters do. It's like a hazing. We're not window shopping there. We don't even like to shop. My wife is totally okay. We've been together 21 years. Just because you go to a strip club does not mean you're going to be doing anything illicit or elusive. They're fantasies that are being sold for dollars. And I don't pay the penny slots, honey. I play the tables. And my wife, that's the table. So, and I know that. So that's what entertains me. Her with the vacuum in her little just mom bun, swiping left on the shop right. That's my type of chick. These other girls just flaunting and throwing. I say, girls, I have to say it in Spanish. Puta, stop it now. But anyways, that's what I say. Now rinsing off his face, downwards. You can't see it. I don't want to lose the signal, but come here, Nuggy. Bending his face down. There we go. Put the water sheets off of his eyes because he had heavy conditioner there, and he's good to go. Look at this man. Look at you're being camera shy. You're a star, and you know it. Come on. There it is. Nuggy. So, yes, let's get you your towel. Your nice sanitized towel from the bucket. Rinse it, and then we'll get you all the way dry. Yeah? Putas! Yes! There were a lot of putas there. And they wanted to put the gimp there with the limp. And I'll tell you, to my friend Shannon Winers Roberts. Can't get that one on the phone either. You go away and everybody starts acting up, but it's fine. I was on a compound by myself here, unpacking, and the whole brace went down, and I fixed it. Man down, man down. It's all good. But yeah, they try to get the pity vote, everything. What my sisters did love is the fast track through the airport, the priority with the wheelchair, and it is priority. There's a lot of things you can't do. You can't do it. I won't tell you about Charles yet. We'll leave that for another time. That was the rental guy that told me, when I asked him nicely, I said, do you think that you can expedite the rental car because the line was longer than a prostitute out of prison going for, lunch, breakfast, and dinner? I don't even know. The line was so long, it looked worse than a Disney ride. How about that? That's a better analogy. And I looked and I said, there was no seats for me to just rest and wait for the line to get this car rental. And I'll tell you, it was the Thrifty. Now, I don't go, and I'm not, if you got to go to Thrifty, it's fine. I go with 6th Enterprise because there's no shenanigans. I'll tell you about it, because now we're talking about it. So now we go to the Thrifty, and everybody's being thrifty, and there's a big-ass line. So I go up to this young lady, I say, and she goes, we're going to call the manager. Then I'm standing there. Now, like I said, my other sister over here, who's not my real sister, but we call her like our sister, she's also gay, has short hair, chubby version of me. We're at the counter now, and it looks like we're a couple, right? Like, yeah, hey. Because everybody thinks that when you see it. Meanwhile, I'm more girly than a girl. A real girl. And we asked this gentleman who would not know. No. We asked this man that's standing there, and I'm on the counter. You can't see my legs, and I'm going like this. I say to him, we've been waiting for the manager for a little bit, and I have a handicap, and I can't have my leg down this long. Is there any way that you can expedite me? And the man looks at me, and he goes, if you want to be expedited, you need to ask everybody on the line if it's okay that you skip them. And I take a step back, and I said, oh no, he didn't. Did he really just say this to me? So I said, well, maybe it's because I'm like this and he doesn't see that I'm handicapped, even though I'm saying it. He probably said she's handicapped. Here, I understand. There's a lot of handicaps that you can't see. The woman that he's doing the reservation for looks at him before I even say anything and goes, but sir, she's handicapped. And I step back and I show him the crabby leg. And he looks and he goes, like, so? I said, I'm not going to start a scene here. This is the beginning of the vacation. I'm supposed to be zen right now. Supposed to be zen. But in my head, I was like, oh no, he didn't. There's a lot of things that go on when you need to be expedited or you want to be expedited. I needed to be expedited. I could not stand in that line that long with my foot down. That's not part of protocol. And that is my job if I'm going to go away to get the help that I need. If there's wheelchair assistant, there has to be something that the Thrifty could do. Unshot out to the Thrifty rental car. And I will be following up with this. So now here, I go outside. The manager finally comes. I tell her what happened. And she says, all right, no problem. I'll talk to him. Shooing me away like, oh, shoo. Beginning of the vacation, off the airplane, at the Thrifty, big old line, expediting if you're just joining or rewatching and took a break. Trying to get expedited off the line because I have a handicap and my foot is down. It needs to be up. Can't be down that long. Rude employee. Go out. The manager puts us outside and I start to think about it and I go, you know what? You want to know something? That ain't right. It's just not right. So I go back in. Everybody says when they hear this thing, the crutch is coming, right? I go back inside and I look at him and he's there typing on his thing and I said, you know what? One day when you need an apparatus, I hope that you never have to be handicapped. But if you do, your karma's all messed up now. And I walk away and he's looking at me like, huh? So, still working here, not just jerking. I'm working. He's pretty much all dry, moving him around, soaking up all his water on his body. Now I'm going to spray him. I'm not moving the camera down to show you because we'll lose the signal and you guys will complain. So, one thing or another. Now I do this and then I get more upset. All right? He's doing good. I get more upset that this is happening. And as this is happening, I say to my sister with the short hair, who's really not my sister, and I say, go in there and get his name. Go in there and get his name. I want to know. I'm going to report this. And I was upset because how dare you tell me when I have a need and I'm asking you nicely to go ask everybody in the line. And he basically did not care. I said, this is blatant. In America, after everything that I've been through with all the doctors, oh no, you didn't. So now she goes in and she comes out and she says his name is Charles. Now there was a girl at the counter that was, listening to this. And I came back and I told her, his name is Charles, right? His name is Charles. And she goes, I don't know a Charles. And I go, he gave me a fake name. Now we're waiting for the car and I have the time, right? Now, one of my sisters didn't make it on the trip, and she's she's a controller of a bank. So this type of behavior should have been like, just write a letter. But no, my other two wild branch sisters were there on their phones like, let her be annoyed. And then my sister, my adopted sister, gives me the name Charles. So I go back and I say, no, I'm going to take a picture of this guy because I want to have proof that this happened. So I go in and I snap a picture like a regular citizen can in an open public space. Well, Charles was not happy with that. He came out and I was just there with the manager. We were asking why the car was taking now. It was taking a long time, but I was sitting. It was fine. And this is 25 minutes in between. I mean, this was a thing. They didn't have their stuff together. And all of a sudden, you're okay, bud? Charles comes running out. She has a picture of me. You need to tell her to take it out of her phone. And I look at him and I go, this is a public space and I can't have it on my phone. Oh, no, you didn't. Do you know who you're messing with? And then he's like, he literally was like a cartoon character cleaning his ears. Because I know everybody thinks I'm just talking. It was like he had like smoke coming out of his ears and his nose that I took this picture. It affected him now. It says, you're getting reported. How dare you, in front of the manager, I said, how dare you tell me somebody in need needs to ask everybody on the line. Unbelievable. He could have just said, I can't help you, and he speaks to the manager and kept on his way. But no, there was more going on than just the whole leg thing. There was a gay issue too, for sure. So I says, oh no. And I knew this type of man. This was the man that, just doesn't understand why women wear their hair short. So now, all of this going on, I say, he comes up and he says, he's telling the man, you need to handle her. And I looked at him and I said, well, aren't you the man? Don't you have the bolas in your pants? Why don't you handle me? The man literally spit smoke out of his ears and his nose. And she said, go inside. Ow! And I said, bye, Charles. So I keep on calling this guy Charles. We get the car finally. It's a big old white Suburban, a lot of space. I'm in the passenger seat, and now we're getting ready. And I'm telling my sister, let's go. Let's get out of here, right? I started my vacation. I want to move. Now, as all of this is going on, don't forget, I go up to Charles with the leg right up to him. Like, what am I going to do? And the manager's there with the leg and all. Balls to the wall. I'm like, oh, no, you didn't. And he was like, now we're in the car and we're all getting strapped in. Charles passes, walks, and I'm like a sniper. Yes, I'm a civilian. And I know that he was being not nice. So what do? Like a typical New Yorker, I wait. And the girl's like, you're acting like dad now. Now, mind you guys, I met my dad at 32 and we've known each other for 13 years. But my genetics are my genetics. Now, as all of this is happening, they're saying, oh my God, she's channeling dad. They know that I'm looking at Charles. I'm looking to look at Charles. Now, as this is happening, I'm going to comb his face and all the things in his mouth because he has a lot of it while spraying it with some conditioning spray. Very warm in here, guys. It's like 80 degrees. Now, as this is happening, I'm just sharking him like in New York. You want to flip the bird? I got to do what I got to do. Now, I finally see him and I tell my sister, move this car. Because if I don't get my moment, I'm not going to be happy. Put down the window, get up off the seat, and I see him. And as we're passing, I go, fuck you, Charles. Fuck you. That's right. That is right. Because that is what happens. If you want to be not nice to people, two wrongs don't make a right. But he needed to know you don't know who you're messing with. If you're in customer service, you don't do things like that. And that's the New York way. Okay? No, Dorothea Frank, I could see your comment, not only the ones with stars. I could see all your comments, but I am in the middle of a story, and that's what's happening here. I read the comments before, after, during, all the time. And if they're worthy of an answer, I give them an answer. But I can't answer everybody. So, that's what happened at the rental place. I have a picture of Charles. Now, as we get out of the rental, go through all the things, the checks and balances, we get on the highway. Now you got the Florida sun, everything's going, all the girls are like laughing because I told, fuck you, Charles. Then my adopted sister who's driving, she's driving this big old vehicle. Okay? And I look over to her and she starts laughing and I said to her, what are you laughing at? And she goes, I gave you the fake name. His name is not even Charles. And I go, I knew the name was fake. That's why I took a picture of him. I knew that name was fake. Can you imagine that when he came outside, I called him Charles. I cursed him out and I called him Charles. We start epically laughing in the car. And then one of my sisters in the back says, they knew that the name was fake too. Everybody knew the name was fake. And they're just watching me go through all of the things, having their good old time. Same girls that brought me to the strip club. These are sisters for you. And as all of this is happening, they're laughing and saying, well, we knew the name was fake, but where did you come up with this name? Okay? I am working on the dog. And look, I'm taking out all his knots from all of his allergies. I'm just not moving the camera so we don't get bad reception. And if you want to watch free dog grooming tricks or paid ones, you can. There are all channels that will offer a paid lesson. This isn't a paid lesson. I'm just working and telling you stories and entertaining you. All right, Charles? So, Dorothea, whoever you are, I am not the one. All right? When you go through a thing like this, it does change you. And that's what we were talking about this weekend. You know, you mistrust people. You want just human decency and you still don't get it. From doctors, from all types of people. So, yeah, there's an edge. There definitely is an edge. What's going on, Miss Colette Winfrey? One more knot and he's going in. Nice and warm in here, guys. I'm also wearing a t-shirt. Just getting all the prep work done so I have a beautiful finish and letting you know. So now, my sisters go, where did you get this name Charles? She goes, well, he was dark skinned and, you know, but not too dark skinned and he had a bald head. I thought Charles Barkley. She got the name Charles from Charles Barkley. So I don't have a name. I have a picture. Yes, I was definitely, there was disabled prejudice. There was gay prejudice for sure. And that is why I'm telling you the story. It means something and there's a reason. There he goes. I'm brushing him and combing them over here. There's a reason that there are cameras now and there are things that we can share these things because it doesn't matter where you are, who you are, but these things happen to people and I was not going to be the one to accept it. So at the end of the day, Charles got what he deserved and he's probably still thinking why I was calling him Charles, which is even more funny. And then we have this dinner party and we all tell this story and it's a story. Fuck you, Charles. Fuck you. So at the end of the day, I am not going to stand for anybody being disrespectful to me, my family, disabled people, gay people. That's what it was about. And yes, two wrongs don't make it right. And I tried to make it right with the manager. But at the end of the day, the guy said she needed to handle me. Now, at the end of the day, who handled who? With one leg on. Yeah, buddy. I tell him, I might not have the hardware, but no, I might not have the software because his definitely was soft. But I definitely have the hardware. Bow, 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 and I'm still on my leg. Now I gotta go and dry this dog so Dorothy doesn't get all upset that the dog is here. But this is what happens. You could be in the street, you could be not kept for, you could be not fed, but oh my goodness, you're getting all your tangles and mats taken out of you while having a beautiful treatment. Poor old Nuggie. He's ready to go, ready to get dry. I might give you a part 2, but this is what happened right at the beginning and then the strip club at the end. So what a weekend it was. And then the peg broke. I mean, there's just a lot of things. There was no big old sausage. There was a lot of roast beef and peaches around. And I'll tell you, I got more of an anatomy lesson that I needed to have. I just don't even know. I am nice, but do not come for me. I am relentless. I will do everything, but do not come for me. So at the end of the day, this is it. The dog is done. Ears, everything, mats, vegan, conditioner, with everything. And now I'm going to dry him. Love you all. Thank you for watching. Does anybody want a part 2? Does anybody want a part 2? We'll see.